Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of the Kirby Superstar Let's Play. In this part we're going to take on the Great Cave Offensive. I seriously still don't know why they have the tutorial thing be a thing, even when you say no. Anyway, so for the parts that are the Great Cave Offensive, I had a friend help me. Not so much that because I needed help, it's just because it makes some of the puzzles easier. Well, if they could be called that. So, yeah, I just decided why not. Because the CPU can do it too, because they know to act out in certain spots, but or like to activate certain things in certain spots. But yeah, this was just easier, because then you could properly coordinate. Because I don't usually use helpers. So you want to hit all those bomb blocks except for that one. And now it's okay. And now it's okay because we got the whip. The Great Cave Offensive itself is actually not that long if you're not going for the chests. It's actually surprisingly fairly straightforward. And as a child, I used to have a lot of problems with this little puzzle. The crystal ball. I don't think I asked this before, but what's everyone's favorite power-up in the game? For me, as I've mentioned before, it's Mirror. Though in the franchise, it's Sword. And if you go up ladders, and as you're climbing, if you press the jump button, you'll actually go up the ladder even faster for some reason in a lot of these side-scrollers. Yeah, and you want to ignore that chest for a moment. And my friend, he knew ahead of time to just stay as a star, and then the chest decided to be a jerk to him. Grab the pancakes. Hit the bear. When I was younger, also, I actually thought that was a cat for some reason. And we got the bear out of the way because it came back. And the screw attack. It probably would have been more efficient to send him down there to grab that, but whatever. Actually, never mind, because of the route we're taking. Never mind. Now we got the Ichigo candy. Because I think that's how it's pronounced. Ichigo. Right, so I made my friend CBB into Waddle Doo. He grabs the one up. I get hit by the bear. Oh look, and then one of my friends decides to make a cameo in this Let's Play. Get rid of that Poppy Bros, and the other Poppy Bros gives us Cutter. So our original plan was to have it set up where he would wait there, but the Poppy Bros, as you clearly saw, bombed him. The enemies were not being nice to him. Zebra Mask. He needed health. The only downside is I should have waited a second. Because then that happened. Because then I could have used the beam myself to get rid of Bonkers. After he made himself self-destruct. But whatever, now we both have hammers. If you break those blocks with something that can hit them, like beam or maybe Sir Kibble's down down Y, you could break them and Bonkers would just fall down right to his death. And on top of that, these barrels in this game suck. We got a Star Stone. Well, that Star Stone is supposed to be a reference to one of the Dreamland games. Ow. Ow. And this is the only time I've ever seen the Gordos actually take the up route. Usually when I open that thing, they're coming from below and they get me. Yeah, I realized as I killed Sir Kibble that he could have ran into it to save himself, but okay, whatever. And the Plasma Wisps start to get him. Yeah, Bonkers and Bugsy are just big targets. Can of Coke. Chicken. Yeah, I realized that we needed... This is me realizing I needed Cutter. I must have, for whatever reason, thought there was a chest down here when there isn't. It was a good block on my end. So much for Cutter. Yeah, attack! We're going to be trying to get him very shortly. I always thought for some reason he threw a winter glove at us to grab stuff. And that's the one that infamously caught my... or like, stole my other friend, if you ever saw my original one, before I privatized it. Ow! I was looking for Cutter, but then I remembered that the sword was here. Because everyone's made the joke. Link Kirby. And we get a springtime, and we get the 1-up. I'm sorry for the minor delay. I've been having some issues with this part when editing for some reason. And I have no idea why I didn't grab Mir there, but whatever. Oh, then I'm going back. And now we fight the boss, Fatty Whale. He's one of the bosses that Tak can easily slaughter. But Fatty Whale's, like, mere presence alone does great damage. So I decided that Tak is more valuable. Because he's pretty much a better Kirby, if you will. Because when he steals enemies, he copies them, but he restores his health when doing so. And his shield is probably literally the best in the game, because he just hides. Versus Kirby or Samir or Mir, whose shield can reflect stuff. And then Kirby's and everyone else's shields, they do take some damage. Okay, so first we gotta go down here, because there's a couple of chests. Look everybody, we got a dime for 10 bucks. 10 gold, anyway. Glass slippers. Cinderella's gonna be pretty pissed off at us. Kill the fish and the frog and the other thing. That was not supposed to happen. Got a goblet. Now, unfortunately, the one downside to Tak is when a friend is playing as him, they can't warp to you when they have a power-up without getting rid of the power-up, so they'd have to wait a bit for them to be off-screened. Let's just quickly use Crash to open this door. Brass Knuckle. Ow. Amber Rose. Now we're going to this room that predicted Galar fossil Pokemon before Galar even existed. They just got the Beast fossil wrong. Guess we could make Arcto Beast? I don't know. And I didn't care about my power-up, so... Even though we have to fight this thing. And it's just a Poppy Rose, they're no threat. Nunchucks! Now we're about to do one of the more annoying parts. And yes, I think it looked like I jumped off him. The enemy, I mean. Jim. Jim and his Sonic shoes, anyway. And now we got a bucket. That's a reference to a Wario game. Don't need that no more because I want to use this because it'll get the job done faster. Ow. Capsule J. Why don't I just fly there? Whatever. Grab the Maxim Tomato. You see, rooms like this, because I'm flying, it's not recommended the helper even bother unless maybe they're bird, even though I did get hit there. Unless maybe they're bird on, but... Yeah, because, like I mentioned before, their flight is more of a double jump, so it's a little unreliable to get through certain hazards safely. So to get this chest, we decided to stay behind each other. In case I missed it, he could grab it. $100 coin. And with that, that'll be the end of part 3. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in the next part.